what you putting in.
Hello. So it is actually day 2 of this makeover video. However, I forgot to film on day 1 on the way out there. But on day 1, we have completely painted the main level of her living area. So it is not yellow anymore, and I know she is very happy about that.
Stay till the morning light, or would you follow me, or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could do this right. We'll find the remedy, or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Before you turn away, I just want you to know that I didn't throw your stuff away.
So if this is your first time here, welcome. This has been a multiple video transformation going on. In our first video, I actually did the family room and toy area, helping her clean and declutter that area. And then in the second one, we worked on her kitchen. And as you can see today, we are doing the transformation of all the areas. On this day, I had about 3 hours that I could spare. So I came over here and we just knocked out painting these rooms. She was not a fan of these bright yellow walls, so she went and picked up paint and everything, and we just went to work. This honestly went so quickly with me with a paintbrush cutting it all in, and then her with the roller. 3 hours got pretty much this entire area done except the hallway, and that is with us having to wrangle her 2-year-old who kept wanting to touch the walls when they were wet. I swear that boy had more paint on him than we did by the end of this.
I'm just too weak, maybe I'm just afraid of being alone. Well, I don't care, cause right now I feel the love that we said we would burn. Oh, I know that you feel it too. I know that I told you we're over. I swear that I'm sober. Just listen, I miss you. And I know that I said all these things, but now
This is actually my first time with a Helping Hand series doing a mini makeover, but she was so just overwhelmed by everything that I really wanted to just bless this mama and give her some help with getting everything in order. So I was super excited to take this on. Now, I wasn't going for a full complete makeover, just something to give her a baseline, something she could work off of. But I feel like it is so important to love your space. It's so much easier to take care of a space that you truly love. And I feel like it doesn't matter if you're renting or own or whatever it is. If you own a house, if you're in a trailer, whatever you have, I feel like taking the time and making it your own is so important.
could do this right. We'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Till the morning light. Till the morning light. Till the morning light. Yeah. Till the morning light. Till the morning light. Till the morning light. Yeah. I know that I told you we're over. I swear that I'm sober.
Now, one thing I do always want to point out, especially with my Helping Hand series, is please, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all, because these people are just in need of some help, and I try to keep it as positive as possible over here. So just know, when it comes to my Helping Hand series, if you do leave any mean or just not nice comments, that is a quick way to get banned from my channel. Just trying to look out for the people that I help out here. I know some of them watch the videos, some of them don't, and I don't want them to see any negativity, especially when they are taking that step to better their life and do something for themselves. This can honestly be very hard for someone to ask for help with something like this, and I am always so impressed at just the bravery to be like, yes, okay, I am ready. I do need help. I can't do this on my own, and I want to keep it that way. So remember to stay kind in the comments. And when it comes to color, so this was just a classic white. like I said, she picked out the color and everything, and she really just wanted this place to feel more open and airy. And oh my goodness, it really did make a huge difference. With these yellow walls, you would think yellow being light and bright, it wouldn't make a space feel closed in. But it really did here, and by adding the white, it really did just open it up, brighten it up. And later on in the video, when we pull in some decorative pieces and everything, I feel like it kept it really cozy and is going to make it where she can build off of it with time. I know sometimes it can be really hard just even figuring out what your style is, and that's why I love working with neutrals. Even in my own house, you guys know I love neutrals. It's why I've got a lot of creams and wood tones and black. Black is one of my favorite accent colors because I feel like it's a accent color, but it's a neutral all at the same time. That way, as your style and everything evolves over time, you can really change it without having to make something a huge project.
Queen of hearts, when everyone folds, your fork still holds. Your place in your bed, showing no regret. Close your eyes to hide your lies, roll the dice. You got me tiptoeing around you like you made of glass.
All right, now though, talking about a huge project, and I swear whenever I start something and I'm like, this is just going to be a quick, easy fix, it always turns into so much more. Now, this is totally off topic, but if you guys have been with my channel for a while, you know the floors in my bedroom. We had some water damage from our AC unit, and I've been kind of waiting to deal with it just because trying to figure out what to do with the floors. Just recently found out that the floors in the rest of our house is a discontinued floor, which makes me so sad because originally that was my plan, is just to run the floors throughout when I figured out exactly what I wanted to do and everything. Well, Bobby and I literally today, I'm like, hey, I think there's some spare pieces of the current floors in the shed, and he's like, yeah, I believe there's a box or two. So he goes out there to look. That way we can just repair the couple pieces that needed to be repaired, but not make like a huge project. Like just fix what we had currently, and we'll tackle that more down the road. Well, first he comes in, there was only 2 tiles for our bedroom floor. The rest of them were for the kids' bedroom and then the nursery, because pretty much every room in our house had different floors when we moved in. So unfortunately, our little let's just repair these floors has turned into a much bigger project, and I'm trying to figure out what to do. I'm actually planning on going to Floor and Decor. That's where we got our floors originally, to just see if they possibly have a couple boxes in stock. We do have 2 boxes from when we first did our floors, but we need more for our entire bedroom. But yeah, really woke up this morning. It's a rainy and gloomy day here today, and I'm like, you know what? I can't really work on the outside of the house. It's just too wet. Nothing would be able to take. Let's see if we can just repair these floors, and the floors can just be the way they are until we really decide what exactly we want to do. I swear, anytime I say this is going to be simple and easy, it always turns into so much more. So yeah, I don't know how long this project's going to take and when you're going to see that video, but keep your eyes open because I was not planning on doing a bedroom makeover at our house as quickly as this has turned into. I just really have to figure out what I'm going to do, because if I can't find the flooring, and I really don't want to do carpet because we have that door that goes outside, I have considered painting the cement, but I've been looking into that to see if I actually even like the way it looks. I don't know. Leave me comments down below of what you would do. I kind of don't like the idea of getting a different type of laminate and having another random floor type in the house, but I don't know. I would love your guys' input and opinions because this was definitely on the radar of things that I wanted to do. We're still working on the exterior of the house, And now our bedroom floors, we have ripped up all of the flooring, and we now have cement in our bedroom.
When we go to bed at night, we won't turn out the light until we made it right and repair the fire.
I am always so appreciative for sponsors of our videos. That is one reason I am able to do these free cleanings and declutterings and makeovers. So I definitely want to thank the sponsor of today's video, Little Spoon. I just want to take a quick second to thank Little Spoon for sponsoring today's video. You guys know me, I love a good home cooked dinner, but I have to admit lunchtime is a struggle for me. Between school drop off and pickup and working in between, life just gets busy, but that's where Little Spoon comes in. Their blends are USDA organic, made with unique ingredients designed by experts, which I love because I know Athena and Freya are getting real healthy foods. I love how transparent they are, plus using farms that not only use ethical but also sustainable practices. Plus, with 40 different flavors from stage 1 all the way to stage 5, there's always great options for each and every milestone. And yes, some days I do make homemade purees, but there's also other days that I'm just really thankful for something that I can trust and without all the fuss. And you guys know how much I love grocery delivery. So with their subscription, I get these awesome options directly delivered to my door, so the stress of mealtime is gone. So whether it's supporting Athena's growth and her milestones or just making mealtime easier for Freya, Little Spoon has me covered. But like always, you guys know there is always a deal in it for you. So if you use my code Cambria30, you're gonna get 30% off your first order. You can either use this QR code or check out the link in my description box below. Because every busy day deserves healthy, delicious foods, and Little Spoon makes that so much easier. But once again, a huge thanks to Little Spoon for sponsoring this video. Today, we are going to actually pull everything together, make the space more functional for her. So it's a makeover, but a lot of the stuff that I'm trying to work on is functionality of the space. Funny thing is, so many of you in the last video mentioned floating shelves in the kitchen, and that was already on the list of something that we wanted to do. I just had to get the okay from her that things could be hung in her space. So things like curtains, shelves, the TV, things like that before I started knocking holes in the wall. So Bobby is actually going to be joining me today because I trust him a lot more to hang stuff than myself. I'm very good at rushing stuff and then having curtain rods fall a month later. So he is finishing packing up the truck because there wouldn't be enough room in just the minivan with all the stuff for him, the girls, myself, and all the things. So he's taking the girls. He's also got the toy organizer, which I'm so excited about, and all of his tools. That way we can get this makeover, pull it all together today, and surprise this mama with a pretty functional space for her and her family.
I don't know if I'm the one you want. Should I go, or should I leave this on? Because lately I've been getting this feeling that you might like me too. And just maybe I could take a little risk for you.
So definitely going into this project, I had a couple main areas I really wanted to focus on. And when I was looking for items for this makeover, keeping that in mind. The big thing here, as you can see, is this toy area. We had gotten rid of so many toys, but as you can see, there is still a lot here. So I went on Facebook Marketplace. I also went to different thrift stores and everything, and I was able to find this cube organizer. I absolutely love cube organizers for kids because it's great to be organized, but let's be honest, when we have littles, it's not that easy to keep everything really organized, especially if you are trying to teach them how to clean up their own spaces. So being able to put it in something like this that looks neat and organized, but you can kind of customize it to whatever works best for you, I feel like is huge. Freya was being a huge help. She was actually really excited about helping me out with this project. So we were just going through all the different toys. I will say I totally underestimated this day. I should have known, because we had the girls with us, that this was going to take more than an hour or two. It did end up taking us 3 hours to get this all done, but not too bad. The biggest thing was Athena. She really likes to be entertained. So it was a lot of stopping and going. Either I would take a break and take care of Athena, or Bobby would take a break and take care of Athena. But overall, we were able to tackle all of this. You can see here's little Athena. She was ready to be entertained again. So I've brought her over here by us. That way she could just kind of watch and see what Freya and I were doing. I do not normally bring Bobby and the kids around when I do these helping hand videos. However, with knowing I wanted to hang some items and everything, Bobby is just so much better at that stuff. I'm the type that curtains have fallen down over the years because I'm like, I just want to get this up. Like, I don't really want to worry about making sure I find a stud, or if I don't have a stud, putting in an anchor. And I know that's not good, but I also know myself, and that's the type of person that I am. So he came out to make sure anything that I needed hung would not only be hung, but stay hung, especially with her having little ones as well. And actually, as I was in here, Bobby was in the kitchen hanging the shelves I wanted to put in here. It's funny because in my last video, so many of you guys recommended some sort of shelving or more cabinets in here. And yes, I had the exact same idea. Something to help her get stuff off the counter, give her more space. So we went and got some brackets and wood in here. Now, I did not finish the wood because I, one, ran out of time, but two, I also wanted to give her the opportunity if she wanted these stained or if she wanted these painted to match the wall color. And since she had the paint at her house, I knew I wasn't gonna be able to get that done, have it time to dry before putting it up. But this will give her the option. I also love the look of natural wood. So if she honestly just wanted to keep it like this, I feel like that is a great option as well. But back to the toy organization. This honestly was probably the longest part of the entire process for me personally, was getting this all organized. And I know this mama wants to downsize these toys even more. She's talked about it every time I've gone in. And I think this will be a good way for her to kind of see what she has and figure out how much she really needs to downsize to have this be a very functional area for her and her kids.
Let me know, do you feel me too?
I feel like one huge misconception is that doing mini makeovers can be really expensive. And I feel like as long as you are patient and put a little bit more legwork in, you actually can do some pretty simple makeovers to make your place feel so much more cozy on not a huge budget. Like I said before, Facebook Marketplace was great. We were able to find this toy storage on here. I was also able to find a beautiful brand new washable rug on Facebook Marketplace for far less than what I could have gotten from on Amazon or something. And like I said, this rug was brand new. I kind of teased the lady because when I went and picked up, she had a garage full of these. I'm like, what did you do? Buy a storage unit full of brand new washable rugs? I have no idea. I was totally cool with it though because I loved this rug. I did not have really a style I was working with. She was like, I don't really know what my style even is nowadays. So I was trying to go more traditional with colors that I felt were cozy but easy to work around. So if she wanted to play with it, she easily could. And this rug I thought worked perfectly with it. Plus, because it had so many different colors and patterns and textures, that is always a bonus when you have little kids that can be a little bit more destructive. This is going to hide the dirt and stains and stuff so much better in the long run. I also love working with blue. I feel like blue is such a homey and just cozy color. And it's one of those that you can mix in so many different styles when you used blue. So that is why in the end I decided to go with blue. Usually I like to go with more of a neutral, but since she did go with the white walls, I knew I wanted to add some sort of pop of color in this space. Bobby's still working on these shelves, as you can see. This was probably the most time-consuming project for him, but as you can tell, he's like very meticulous about making sure everything is perfectly level, everything is lining up just right, and that is exactly why I had him come along with me. And then I'm just trying to rearrange the furniture slightly, trying to figure out what's the best way. It was kind of nice, the separation of where the toys was compared to where they sit and relax at night to watch TV. So I didn't want to hinder that too much, but I did want to just move this around to give it a little bit more of a conversational setup and just a little bit more of a homey setup here. I definitely feel if you're ever getting bored with a space, one of the easiest and cheapest things you can do is just rearrange your furniture slightly. That is something that can change your entire space and cost you absolutely nothing. Oh, also, I will say this rug was a huge hit. I actually ended up getting a text message from her later in the evening, one saying that her husband absolutely loved the space and that he wanted to thank me and Bobby for doing this, but also a video of the two boys just rolling around having the time of their life just on this rug and enjoying it. They also mentioned how they're going to get a little mini table. That way, hopefully it helps with the kids not making such a mess when it comes to the food and everything. And that's what I mean when it comes to loving your space. Things like that she didn't even think about because she didn't care is now something that she's thinking about and wanting to change it up, make it so that things will stay nicer. It really does make a huge difference when you love where you're at. Also, when it came to what I was putting on these shelves, I was just kind of working with what they had and everything. So the top shelf, I knew I wanted to use her Nightmare Before Christmas stuff. She loves Nightmare Before Christmas. It was one of the specific things she said why she wanted shelves in this kitchen was that she could display her things a lot easier. So I was just grabbing all this down. That way it could go on the top shelf for her. But then on the second shelf could be some pretty things, but more just convenience stuff. That way she isn't losing her counter space, but she still has the things that she's going to grab for on a daily basis, or her husband's going to grab for on a daily basis, right there at eye level.
I don't wanna stay here, no. Ain't gonna keep it low now. If you wanna go, let's go. Let's wrap it up and hit the road. I just got an awesome vibe. Striking the winner post now. Liberty's on my mind. We've taken off, we've left the ground. You gotta understand that we get one chance, one chance. You will never regret the things that we'll do. 'Cause
I feel like it's really important to remember that you don't have to be like the TV shows, or even like we are sometimes here on social media, and have everything perfect all at once. It's okay to take time and have your house evolve with you when it comes to decor. Decor can be so expensive. Just going to Hobby Lobby or Michael's or anything to get some artificial plants can cost you $100 easily. So if you just use what you have for now and add little things at a time, my thing always is make sure you love what you are buying. Don't just buy because you feel like you have to finish a space. Always buy what you love. I feel like in the long run, that is the way to truly love your space. But don't feel like it has to be perfect right away. It's so easy to feel just like lost in the era of social media where a room goes from completely empty to completely decorated, and you feel like you have to keep up with the Joneses. Definitely take your time when it comes to your space. If you're living in that space for a long time, you're going to have plenty of time, and you may change your mind. I know there's projects in our house that we've done that after I was done, I'm like, oh, I kind of wish I would have done this. And it's totally okay to also change your mind. When it comes to our bedroom, I just recently did our bedroom. If you follow me, not too many months ago, it was right before Athena was born. And I now wish I would have went a little bit darker in the accent color in here. And you know what? I'm going to do it. I know a lot of times people are like, oh, I spent all this time doing it. I'm not going to change it now. I want to love my space, and I've gotten to an age where if I want to do something, I'm just going to do it. Oh, and one thing to keep in mind when it comes to curtains is try to hang them as close to the ceiling as possible, especially if you have shorter ceilings. I wish I could have hung these a little bit closer to the ceiling, but these ceiling heights were awkward. And since I don't have the things to just like hem curtains easily on hand, I hung them as high as possible without having like a big gap at the bottom. And then I did want to go around and give everything a quick cleaning and wipe down. I like to do this just so that everything is nice and fresh when she did get home. She had actually taken the kids to the park as well as Walmart, and her sister actually lived in the same neighborhood. So at the end, she ended up just going over to her sister's house. That way we could finish up the last little bit. I was very glad that she gave us her house for 3 hours to be able to do this, but I also know when you have littles, her sons are 2 and 6, it's a lot to leave your house for 3 hours with 2 little kids. So it was very nice. At this point, Athena had finally fallen asleep also, so it was a little bit easier for us to get stuff done. Freya kept going out onto their little front porch patio area playing, and Bobby and I were like, okay, we are almost done. Bring in the new TV stand, which was another, that's when she must have just woken up again. I did have some time where she was sleeping. I was able to get some stuff done. But the TV stand was another Facebook Market find. Practically brand new. It was a situation of this couple was moving and they just needed to get it out of the house. So a piece that would have cost me well over $300, I was able to get for under $100 on Facebook Marketplace, and literally not a scratch or dent on it. Brand spanking new. I also will highly recommend, especially if you have kids and you can hang your TVs. It is so nice to do that. It keeps the sticky fingers off of them. It gives you more table space when it comes to your TV stand. And obviously this TV stand is multi-purpose with the front door being right here. Yes, we are putting the shoes into the TV stand. It's one of those things of they have the space for it in this TV stand, and it's going to be a lot nicer than having a pile of shoes at the front door. And this is what she had actually been doing, so I just did the same thing. I figure one thing she could do if she doesn't want to see the shoes or anything is you can buy some fairly cheap fabric at Walmart or Michael's or something and just attach that to the inside of the glass, and then you're going to have a more non-see-through piece of furniture and still have that storage. But back to the TV stand. So this mount, we actually get this mount off of Amazon. It is literally like $18. It is so cheap, and I feel like this one thing you can do to your house makes a massive difference in the way that your family room feels. All right, but now we're gonna get to all the befores and afters, plus her reaction once she got home.
Whoa. Looks so good.
Yeah, I'll clean up your toys.
I know.
Clean up your toys. Did you help with the toys?
Thank you so much. Oh my god, I love this carpet.
I figured because you weren't sure on your style. I'm like, there's so many colors in here.
I know.
She can figure out. Plus,
It matches good with
cleanable.
that. Yeah.
Machine washable.
Oh,
rug.
is it?
Yes.
Good. That other one got so out of hand so quick. Oh my god. I love that. I've been wanting to put shelves up there for so long.
Yeah, that way,
So
one,
much better.
functionality wise, it's
Yeah.
gonna give you so much more counter space because you can get stuff off the counters.
Yeah, that was the problem, was there was nowhere to put anything.
Yeah. But his toys are now all up off the floor as much as possible.
Yeah, I really like that thing.
One, it's great. You throw it in the bins. No one sees it. It can be as disorganized or organized as you want. Like, totally up to you.
I still need to go through him. He still has way too many.
Yeah, but at least here now, though, you can like see it all and be like, okay, whatever fits in here,
Right,
good. Whatever
exactly.
doesn't can go. It gives you a better
There's
baseline.
definitely more that needs to go. What do you think, Malachi?
You like it? No more kid fingers on the TV.
Yes. I've been wanting to do that, but I just never have had the time to do it. That's awesome. So much better. Oh my god, it looks so different here. It looks so much better. There's no more yellow walls.
Right?
That's the most exciting part.
Well,
I
and the-
couldn't stand that yellow. It looks so good. Thank you so much.
No problem.
I appreciate it.
And you still have plenty, because I didn't want to do too much. Because I'm
Right.
like, this way now you can put the art where you want it. You can, this is like a good base, but then you can customize it however you want.
I definitely want to hang up some pictures for sure.
But
I like
also,
that you put those over there.
oh, the This Is Us?
Yeah. Because I wasn't sure where to put that.
Well, and I know you said your Nightmare Before Christmas stuff was stuff you really want to display. So I made sure that's all on top shelf so it's out of reach, once again, of littles. But you can now see all of it.
Yeah.
And I left it in the packaging because I'm like, I don't know if she keeps stuff in packaging, but you can figure that out.
Yeah. But Julian got a hold of my train one yesterday and started ripping it up, and I was like, no!
That day was a little bit hectic, especially with having the two girls with us, but I knew I needed Bobby's help, so I'm glad we were able to get it done. I am so happy with the way it turned out. I feel like it's a good just like base set for her where now she can feel comfortable to do whatever she wants to do. I think it's so important no matter where you're at in life, if you're living in a trailer or an apartment or you own your own home, whatever it is, renting, own, that you make your space your own. Obviously, get the okay from your landlord to do certain things, but a home should be a place of peace and relaxation and somewhere you feel comfortable. So I feel like this was a great step for them to have a space that they can truly relax in and feel at peace. But I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and if you're new here, I would love if you would subscribe. I'm thinking our next challenge is her bedroom. We tackled the main living area for the entire family. So now let's give her and her husband a space for peace and relaxation. But if you made it this far, make sure to drop this emoji down below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.